welcome to a new video. My name is Ross and today we are going to work on this build again. And as you can see right there in the distance, we stopped halfway because otherwise the video would have been like 2 to 3 hours long. And I told the last time in part 1 that I would do another part of a block by block tutorial of this building behind me. So if this is the first video you see on my channel, or this is the first video of this build in particular, then go check out part 1, because in part 1 we are actually working on this build. Otherwise you have missed out on like half the buildings. So yeah, go check out part 1 if you missed that. But today we are going to continue working on this beautiful build. So let's do a little flyby again. So last time we created this house, which is an actual building that actually exists in real life. For the people that didn't know, yes, this is an actual build that actually exists in the Netherlands, where I come from. So that's why I have this terrible accent. For the people that really hate my accent, I'm sorry, but yeah, it's in the Netherlands, in Amsterdam. So if you ever go to Amsterdam, then you can actually go find this build yourself. And I made it a little bit prettier because yeah, I like to make things a little bit more pretty and a little bit more Mediterranean than it actually is. In the Netherlands, it's pretty gray and old, and well, this looks actually a lot better. Anyway, we are going to work on the top half of this building. Let's see where we end up. Maybe we have to make it into 3-parter, as I said in part 1. In other words, maybe we cannot do everything in this video, but we will see. If we can't, then there will be another part that finishes this build. So without letting you wait any longer, let's just start with the block by block tutorial. So let's start with the windows of the top layer, because the bottom layer is as good as done. We don't have to do a lot down here anymore. Maybe just a stair over here, but that's it. So let's just start with this layer. And first thing what we are going to do, just like part 1, we are going to create the windows. So go to the front door, which is here, and we go to this part over here and to this one as well. And what we are going to do is we are going down and we are going to destroy these 2 and the side blocks, granite blocks I mean. Choose the 2 middle blocks, so 2 will be left over here and 2 will be left over here. And it will be 2 wide and 6 high. So 2 wide and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 high. And that will be the window. So as you can see, 2 wide in the middle, just like down here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks high will be the gap for the window. And we are going to do the exact same window design over here. So break these 2, the middle ones, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, like so. So this will be one of those windows that we can copy and paste, which is over here as well. So we go to the circle shape where the tower will be, and we go to this front part over here. And what we are going to do is the exact same thing. Choose these 2 blocks right in the middle, just above this window, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, like so. And as you can see, you will always keep one line of granite on top, over here as well and over there as well. The windows in the corners we will do later, so for now just keep it at this. Then we make the corner and we do the exact same thing over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. That will be the window. Then over here we have 2 pockets where we also want a window. So same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 over here, right in the middle of that pocket. Then over here as well, right in the middle. Over here as well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, like so. Then we make the corner again. And as you can imagine, we have a pocket over here and we have a pocket over there. By the way, for the people that had a keen eye and saw that building right behind me, that's a little secret building. Will not be out yet on my channel, but it's a little secret building, so will be a really cool one. Maybe it's a good time to say, if this is your first video of my channel and you don't want to miss out on this special building that I'm building right there in the distance that you cannot see anymore, then go consider to subscribe, because you don't want to miss out. Anyway, shameless self-promotion. Let's just keep going. So we do the exact same thing in this pocket and in this pocket. So choose 2 middle ones over here, and again 6 high. Then over here as well, choose the 2 middle ones and all the way 6 high like this. And then we make the corner, same thing, middle ones and all the way 6 high like this in this pocket and in this pocket as well. And then we made full circle because you then end up at the front of the house again. So there will be the same type of windows in all of these pockets, and that's what we are going to make right now. So now I will show you the design of the windows itself, and you only have to copy the same window design on all the pockets that we just created. Apart from these two, the two that are in the tower part, and those will be a little bit different, but I will show you. Let's just start with one window over here. And the simplest first thing that you are going to do is you take the quartz pillar and you place one over here and over here, so next to the gap that we created. So as you can see, there is a gap of 2 in between, and we will put diorite walls in between these 2 blocks that we just placed. Then we are going to place 1, 2, 3 and 4 diorite walls on top of each other on both the quartz pillar blocks that we just placed like this. And then we take the smooth quartz slab, we place a slab on the diorite wall over here and on the other side as well. And then we go diagonal with 1 slab like this and then across like this. So you get a little bit of an arch, just like we did down below up here. But only this part is a little bit different than the part down here, as you can see. The next step is actually what we did down here as well. We are going to the inside and then we are going to make a border around the window like so, all the way down and down here like so. Then we are going to take the smooth quartz slab, and just like down here we are going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the 5th block, the bottom side of the 5th block will be a slab. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the 5th one over here will be slabs from the left to the right or right to left on the layer of granite like this. And just like down below, we will also do the chains. So place the chains on both these blocks and then all the way up to the slab that we just placed like so. And then we go to the inside and place, of course, the glass. And then we have created a window, and this window design will be made on a few windows over here, but not all of them. So for example, everything on the tower part over here and over there won't be the same design as this, but I will show you which windows you should use this design on. So the first one is this one right above the door, and I will mark it by using 2 of these quartz pillars like this. So this design must be over here. Then we go to the right and the same design should be over here, so on this window. Then over here we will change it a little bit up because we also have a little balcony, so this will be a little bit different, so don't do this one. Over here it will be this window and this window as well. Then we make the corner. Again, just like on the other side, we won't do this one because we have a little balcony, but the one next to it will be done as well, and as the same design as we just created. And the 2 windows over here on the tower part won't be done like this one. They will be also a little bit different. But first, let's just create this window design on the ones that we just marked. So this one, that one, these 2, and that one over there. So if you did it right, you have this window, this one, and all these other ones that are now done with this design. But of course, as you can see, we have a few windows that are not done yet, and they have a little bit of a different design to it. So let's first start with the windows on the tower part over here. Now the windows up here are not that different. Actually, the only part that is a bit different is down here. But let's start with the diorite walls. And what we are going to do is we are just going to start with diorite walls down here. Then we are going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And on the other one as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. like so. Then we are going to take the smooth quartz slab and we do just like those two windows over there. We make a little arch like so. So one slab on top of the diorite wall, then one across from it, actually two of them, and then down again on this pillar right here, on the diorite wall I mean. So we get this design, then we are going to the inside, and actually the design right now is almost the same as all the other ones. So what we are going to do is we are going to take the gray concrete, then we are going to make a border around the window like so. Then we take the smooth quartz slab, and again we are going to count 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and on this block, the 5th block, we are going across like this. And then you can already guess it, we take the chains and we start all the way down here, and we put the chains all the way up till you hit the smooth quartz slab like this. And of course this window also needs glass, so we will also place some glass in this window like so. So that will be the design of the window up here in the tower part, and that same design goes over here as well, only on this window. So when we have done that, I actually made a mistake. This window should also be over there. So it's not just this window, but this design should be over here as well. And also on the other side over there where we have this little balcony. So again, use the direct wall, and we're just going to count 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 on either side, like so. Then the smooth quartz slab on both of them. Of course we make an arch like so. We go to the inside and then we make the gray concrete outline, and of course the glass, the change, the slabs on the 5th block over here. Just the same design as we just did over at this window and this window at the tower part. So they are exactly the same. I thought they would be different, but no, they are exactly the same. So just create that design over here, and also on the other side where we also have this balcony over here. So if you did that right, it will look like this on this side, and it's exactly the same window over here on this side. So actually we did almost all the windows on level 2. Only the windows down here in the corners over here at the circle shape where the tower will be, there are only a few windows missing. One over here, one over there, and one over here on the other side. So that's what we are going to do right now. So what we are going to do is we are going to this corner over here between these two windows. All the window designs over here and there will be the same, but here it's very clear to show how we have to create it. So what we are going to do is we are going to rake 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 blocks like this. So as you can see, that's right in between these two windows. You have 2 blocks over here left and 2 blocks over here. So just destroy this line over there. Then we are going to place the diorite walls, and what we are going to do is we are going to place diorite walls on this side and on this side. So on the outside of these two sides. So not over here and over here, but on the outside. Then we are going to count 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, just like all the other windows over here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, like so. Then we take the smooth quartz slab, place a smooth quartz slab on both of these pillars of diorite walls, and then one over here and one over there. So as you can see, we get this arch again, just like down here. It's basically the same. And then we are going to the inside. We take the gray concrete and we are going to make an outline. So place 2 gray concretes over here, then go out like so. So one over here and one over here, because if you don't do that, then you will basically close off the window and you don't want that. So one gray concrete over here, and all the way up like so, and then one over here and one over there. So you get a little pocket like this. Then we are going to use the black stained glass blocks, and we place one over here, and we place them all the way up till you reach the ceiling like so. And we created a little window. But of course, just like down here, we need a slab and some chains. Again, count 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And on this block, the bottom side of this block will be a smooth quartz slab like so, right against the glass. Then we take the chain and we place, of course, a chain on this brick, this quartz brick, and all the way up till you hit the slab like so. So basically it's the same design as down here, and we are going to use this design over on this side as well. So choose this line of blocks over here, and then break 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 like here. And so make the same design over here on this side, and on the other side as well. Go to this line over here and then break 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So again, same design as this window that we just created over here, and also on the other side over there as well. So if you did that right, it should look like this. One window over here, same design over here, and the same design over on this side as well. But we are not done yet with this level, because we are going to create some kind of wall that will be around this place and go all the way around this building. And we are starting over here at the front. What we are going to do is we start with the diorite wall, and the first thing what we are going to do is place one over here in this corner like so. One over here, then go to the other side of the window and we place 2 over here. Then we go to this one and we place 1 on the right side, and again just like this window, 2 on the left side. So 1, 2 like so. Then we take the quartz pillar and we place a quartz pillar right here, so it's attached to these 2 walls like so. We won't go this way yet. First we are going to choose the smooth quartz slab, and we place slabs on all of these walls. So 1 over there, 2 over here, 1 over here, and 2 over here like so. Maybe it looks a little bit weird, but we will create some kind of wall that goes around it. So we will now go and make some kind of railing or fence around this place over here. But first we are going to connect this part that we just created by placing a diorite wall over here. So as you can see, it's attached to this window frame, and we will place a smooth quartz slab on this diorite wall, but also on this pillar. So it will be one line of smooth quartz slabs from here to there like so. So from a distance it will look like this. And now we will go make the fence that will be around the tower part over here. So to make that, we are going to use the chains and the diorite wall. And we start with the chains, and we are going to place all these on the outer ring over here till we hit the other side. So first, from this window frame over here, we will place a chain first over here, then a diorite wall on this one, then across from that will be a diorite wall again. So try to follow this, because I cannot really explain why, but this is just the design that I made. So chain, diorite wall over here, diorite wall over here, then a chain, then a diorite wall over here that will be attached to the window frame, then a chain again, and then a diorite wall over here attached to the window frame, and one on the other side attached to the window frame as well, and then 2 chains in the middle like this. And that's 1/4. So as you can see, it's a chain, diorite wall, chain, diorite wall, chain, diorite wall, chain, chain, diorite wall. And maybe sounds a bit weird, but it actually looks pretty good from a distance. That's the reason why I made it, because if we will just alternate it between one, so 1 chain, 1 diorite wall, then you won't really end up right over here. So that's why I took this design. So now we have 1/4 of this whole circle, and the same 1/4 over here will be done on the other side. So first a chain, then a diorite wall attached to this window frame, and as you can see, it's the mirrored version. So we start with a chain, then a diorite wall, then a chain, 2 diorite walls, 1 over here and 1 over here, then a chain, then a diorite wall attached to the window frame again, then a chain, and then 2 diorite walls, 1 over here and over there, attached to this window frame, and 2 chains in the middle like so. Just like we did over here. And as you can see, it's just a mirrored version. Now we have half the circle, and we still have 1/4 left. And we will do the exact same thing. So chain, diorite wall over here, and a chain, then 2 diorite walls, 1 over here and 1 over here, then a chain, and then one direct wall attached to this window frame like so. Then next to this direct wall will be a quartz pillar, and then 2 direct walls over here, and 1 direct wall in this corner right here. And that's basically the same design as that we did in the front. So if we have done that, all we are going to use the smooth quartz slab, and we place slabs on all these direct walls. So 1 over here, 2 over here, also on this pillar, then 1 over here. Then on the chains and on all the direct walls will be a slab as well. So just use smooth quartz slabs and place them on all the chains and all the direct walls that we just placed. So if you've done that, it will look like this, as if there is some kind of fence going around this place. You cannot really walk it or stand within this place, maybe only over here. But yeah, from the outside, it looks like there is some kind of fence. Yeah, it looks really good. And now we are going to create this kind of wall around the building till we end up where we just started. We will start with making the fence around the balcony, because that's basically the same design as over here, but then around here. So what we are going to do is we are going to use the chains, and the first thing that we are going to do is on top of these 2 stairs we will put 2 chains like this. Then we take the direct wall, and then we go diagonal and place the direct wall on this stair and on this stair like so. Then we take the chain again and we place a chain on this stair, again diagonal from this direct wall, and also on the other side like this. Then we take the direct wall, we place 1 over here, and as you can see that's attached to the window frame, and also on the other side like so. Then again a direct wall on this slab right here. And that's basically the whole balcony. So now we only have to use the smooth quartz slabs and just place the slabs on everything that we just placed. So on the chains and on the direct walls, we will place these slabs like so. And as you can see, now we have some fence around the balcony. It's a pretty big fence. It's pretty high fence. You can just about look over it, but yeah. From the outside it looks pretty good. And you can probably guess it, this design has to be mirrored on the other side as well, at that balcony as well. So just use this design and make it on this side as well. So start with the chains on these 2 stairs, then of course the direct walls, and 1 over here, 1 over there, and chains on the stairs over here like so, and then the slabs on all of what we just placed like so, also on top of this one. So I'm on the other side again, and we are going to make the corner. This is the back of the building, and what we are going to do is we are going to this window, and this is basically a bit the same as the ones in the front. We will use direct walls, 1 on the right and 2 on the left like so, and then 1 in this corner as well, just 1. And we will do this exact same thing on this side, but then mirrored. So 1 on the left side, 2 on the right side, and just 1 across from that, or diagonal from that, like so. Then we will take the smooth quartz slab, place 1 over here, place 1 over on these 2, place 2 on this one, on these direct walls, and 1 on the one that is diagonal. And the same thing on this side. So on all these direct walls, place some smooth quartz slabs like so. And at the end it will look like this. Now we make the corner, and then we have this other balcony, and basically we do the same thing for this window. So use the direct wall, 1 on the left, 2 on the right, and then 1 diagonal. And to make it nice and even, because now we have a direct wall on this side, we should place 1 on this side as well. So that is what we are going to do. Place 1 over here, and then on all these direct walls will be smooth quartz slabs. So on these in front of the window, and on this one as well. And now we created some kind of fence that goes all around the building, as you can see, and it ends up over here. So basically we did all the windows on the second floor as well now. And now we will do some extra details. After that we will go up and make the roof. So to make some extra details, we are going to this side, which is the right side. The front door is over there. This is the right side. And what we are going to do is we go to this line over here. This is the highest granite line that this building has. And what we are going to do is we are going to use this quartz pillars. And we are going to count, if you look at this window, from this corner right here. And we are going to count 1, 2, 3 blocks, granite blocks. And then on the fourth one, we are going to look up and place a pillar like this. The reason why I look up is because pillars are directional. So as you can see, now we have this face, which we don't want to see. So that's why I look up. So 3 blocks from the left, also from the right. So 1, 2, 3. And then on the fourth one, we will place a quartz pillar like this. And as you can see, there are 4 blocks in between these 2 quartz pillars. Now we are going to place a line of smooth quartz right underneath this pillar. So place a line underneath these 2 pillars like this. Then place 1 smooth quartz slab over here. Then an upside down stairs. And then a smooth quartz slab on the other side like this. And do the exact same thing over here. So 1 smooth quartz slab, an upside down stairs, and also a smooth quartz slab again, like so. Then we take the direct wall and we will place 1 direct wall underneath this upside down stair and 1 over here as well, which is a bit the same like down here. So as you can see, that gives a nice extra detail. Also above these 2 pillar blocks, we will destroy this smooth quartz slab and we will change it into a upside down stair just above these 2 quartz pillars. So now that we did this design over here, of course we have to do that exactly the exact same design over here on this side. So just do exactly the same thing on this side as well. See, if you did it right, it will look like this. You have this design over here as well. Now we are at the front of the building, and what we are going to do right now is exactly the same as we did down here with these little walls as well. And we will do that over here as well. So what we are going to do is we are going to this window and we place 1 diagonal from this slab, a direct wall over here and on the other side as well, like so. Then we do the exact same thing over here as well. So 1 on the left side and 1 on the right side, just across from this slab on both sides of the window like this. Now of course these direct walls are floating and that looks a bit weird, so that's why I use the smooth quartz stair and place some of them upside down right above the direct walls. In that way it looks like they are attached to the building, like so. So we did it on the front, then we go make the corner and do exactly the same thing for this window. So 1 across from this and diagonal from this slab as well over here. Then a upside down stairs on both of them, on both of these direct walls. And we do the exact same thing over here. So 1 across from this one and on the left side as well. And of course upside down stairs on top of the direct walls, like so. Make the corner. And you can already guess it, we will do this with this window as well and this one as well. And if you did it right, it looks like this. Then we make the corner and we do this with these 2 windows only. So 1 over here and over there, 1 over here and over there, and then of course smooth quartz stairs. And it will then end up looking like this. So nothing on the tower part, just on all the other flat surfaces with all the other windows. So now we have some nice looking details on this building on the second layer, and that actually makes the second layer completely done. We are done with the second layer. But of course we are not done with the building because there is literally not a roof on top of it. And there is no tower yet, so that's the 2 things that we are going to work on right now. So the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to work on the tower part. And what we first are going to use is the quartz bricks. So when we have the circle over here, we will place 1 layer of quartz bricks on top of the other quartz bricks over here. We start over here. So 2 on this one, and actually on all these other quartz bricks we will place another quartz brick layer, like so. end up over here. We will work on this later, but first let's start with the tower. So one layer like this, and then on both of these two sides we place one extra quartz brick. So one over here and one over there. So if you look from the top, it will look like this. So you have 3 over here and 3 over there instead of 2. Then we are going to use the polished granite, and what we are going to do is we are going to count 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, and we will make a wall of 7 on all of these quartz bricks that we just placed. So place polished granite on top of all of these bricks and makes them 7 high. So if you did it right, you will have this, some kind of circular wall or 3/4 of a circle like this of granite. So if you did that right, we are going to use the quartz bricks again, and what we are going to do is make a layer of 2 quartz bricks on top of the granite that we just placed. So just 2 quartz bricks on top of all of these granite blocks. That will end up like this, and to explain what will happen, this will be the roof line. This is the height of the roof. So this quartz line will be actually above the roof. That would mean that we would have like a really big gap over here, which we don't want. So what we are going to do is basically finish the circle with the quartz bricks. So these 2 brick layers should be making a full circle. Now I did something stupid. I made a little bit of a mistake, and to instead of redoing everything, I will just explain what went wrong. This shouldn't be 3 wide, this should be 2 wide, so you can delete these 2 lines that we just placed all the way down like so. So now it will look like this from the top. So just destroy these 2 parts, and we actually have to place them one diagonal. Place 1 quartz brick over here, and then 1 and 2 next to it like this. So you will have 3 quartz brick like this, and we will do that on the other side as well. So go to this line, go diagonal, and then 1, 2 and 3 like so. Then we will use the polished granite and actually do the exact same thing. So place 7 of them on top of these bricks. So go all the way up till you made a wall of 7 high, and then of course again the quartz bricks on top of that as well. And we will do that with this side as well. So if you did that correctly, it will look like this, which looks a little bit better because we need a circle shape, and I did it a little bit wrong, but now this looks way better. So again, the roof will be on this level, meaning that we would have a gap between these 2 sides, and we don't want that. So we are going to complete the circle only with the quartz bricks. So how are we going to do that? Well, as you can see, this side is 4 wide and this one is only 3 wide. So we have to place 1 quartz brick over here to make it 4. Then we go diagonal inwards by 1, make it 2 like so, then diagonal again by 1, and then we make the corner and we do the exact same thing the other way around. So then 2 and then 1 over here. So if you did that right and you look from the top, it looked like this. So 1 quartz brick over here, then 2, then 1, then 2 the other way, and then 1 like so. And of course this has to be 2 high, so we will place another line of quartz brick like this. So if you did it right, it looked like this. This maybe looks a little bit weird, but just imagine that on this level will be the roof. That's why we have to close off this part over here, only with the quartz brick, so not the granite over here. So after doing that, we will actually start with the roof, which is a bit odd. You will see why, but first let's just start with making the roof. And we first need an outline of what the roof will start with, and that we will do with the dark prismarine. So use the dark prismarine. What we are going to do is we won't start over here, but we start 1 block up over here. So go to this, if this is the front of the house, go to this side over here and place 1 dark prismarine on this side over here. Then place 1 next to it, and then we are basically following this pattern. So 2, then go diagonal by 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, then diagonal again, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8, like so. If you did it right, you will have 2, 7, and 8, like so. Then we make the corner. And as you can imagine, we will stop over here. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then we go diagonal, but this time inwards. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Then we go diagonal outwards. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Like so. You will end up over here. Then we make the corner. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And exactly as this side. So go diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Then diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And as you can see, you end up at this corner. Then make the corner and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then we go diagonal. This one will be 7, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then we go diagonal and we place 2 just like we did at the beginning. So as you can see, and you look from the top, you will end up with this design. So 2, 7, 8, and then the same design as over here. And then you get like the classic crossbow kind of shape. So now the easy task. We will use the actual dark prismarine stairs, and we are going to place stairs on all of the dark prismarine that we just placed, all facing the right way. So just normally place them on top, like so. As you can see, you will get these little gaps over here, and that we will fill in with a full block. So just place the blocks in the corners to fill in that little gap that you otherwise would see. So when you get the corner, just make a corner with the stairs because you can. Then go all the way over here. Just go on with the stairs like so. Don't place stairs over here because you will get this corner. We don't want that. We will just place a full block to close off that little gap. Like so. We will do the same thing over here. Then make the corner. And just place the stairs all on the dark prismarine blocks that we placed in the first round. And of course close off these little gaps with full blocks. Like so. Go around the corner. And place stairs all on these blocks. And again fill in these little holes that we just created. And of course place normal stairs, not corner stairs, so like this. So if you did it right, you should end up with this. We first make a closed roof, and then we will place the windows inside of the roof later down the line. So we will not create the windows right now. Later we will destroy a part of the roof and place the windows inside of them. So the next layer will be exactly the same as this layer, but then of course going diagonal again. So we go inward slowly, and we start with a dark prismarine block. And we will just make a line of blocks all around this roof line again, like so. So no corner blocks, don't place blocks over here, you can destroy these because you won't see them. And we will just place a line just diagonal from these stairs that we just placed. So one over here, and then go all around, make the corner, and place a line over here. One over on top of this one, then go diagonal and place a line of dark prismarine till you end over here. You don't have to place this one because we go diagonal like so, and go all the way to the corner. You make the corner, go around, go all the way to here. So every time when you end up over here, place one on top of these blocks, and then go diagonal like so. Till you end over here, then place a block on top of this block and go along till you hit the corner. So don't place any blocks in these corners because you don't really need them. You can do it, but you don't really see them anyway, so just destroy them. Go all the way over here, make the corner or go diagonal, and then just fill it in until you end up at the tower part like this. And of course the next line is pretty obvious, because just like we did down here, we will use the dark prismarine stairs on top of all of the blocks that we just placed. So place dark prismarine stairs on all of these blocks like so. And of course all these little gaps will be filled with fill blocks, so just place fill blocks in all of these little corners where otherwise you would have this little hole, this little gap. So just place fill blocks in every corner like so. And then we made the second layer of the roof. And can you guess what the next layer will be? Of course, exactly the same thing as we just did. So we will start with the prismarine blocks, dark prismarine blocks, and we will do again a line of prismarine blocks all the way around. Of course, inwards. Don't place them on top of the stairs, but one inwards. And again, you don't need these corners over here because you won't see them, so you can destroy them. And go all the way around till you end up over there again. So you end up with this if you did it right. And then of course we use the dark prismarine stairs again. And we will place dark prismarine stairs on all of the prismarine blocks that we just placed. Very simple and very much the same thing as we did with the layers down below. So just do all the stairs, and again of course fill in these gaps with the full blocks of dark prismarine like so. So now we are 3 layers high, as you can see. There's 1 layer, 2 layers and 3 layers, and we are actually getting close because we have to end up over there. So the next layer is very simple, and that's just a line of blocks, because we have, as I said, end up over here on this height, and all we have to do is use the dark prismarine blocks. And we're just going to place a line just like we did in all the other layers of prismarine block. So just make a line, of course again diagonal from these stairs, and place just a line of the dark prismarine blocks all the way around till you end up over there. So if you did it right, you will end up like this. And this is the height of the roof. This is also as high as we will go with the dark prismarine. So if you look from the outside, it will look like this. And of course the roof is floating at the moment, but don't worry, we will change that. We will make some nice detail work down here. The reason I didn't do this layer first is because we will make windows that is attached down over here, and it's a bit awkward to explain how that works. So that's why I did roof first. But the first thing that we are going to do is go to the inside, and as you can see, these blocks are actually just inside for no reason. You won't see them from the outside, so we can just delete them. So destroy these blocks that are that you can see in the inside, and now they are gone, and you created a little bit more room inside your building. It's just a little thing that I like to do because yeah, you don't really need these blocks anyway. So of course the roof is very open at the moment, and we don't want that. So how are we going to fix that? Well, simple. We are going to place a layer of gray concrete, and I suggest go first around this part over here and place the gray concrete where you can actually see it, like so. As you can see, we made a line over here, and then we only have to close off this whole place. So just fill in this whole floor, or actually this whole ceiling, in with gray concrete. You won't see it anyway, so just gray concrete all the way till you filled in this whole space. And if you did it right, which wasn't really hard to do, it should end up like this, just a closed off roof. Of course the design had a window over here, like a bowl or a glass like dome window. We will do that later. So for the next step, we are actually going to connect the roof with the building itself. And the first thing what we are going to do is we are going to take the quartz pillar, and we go to the front of the house, and then we go to this little corner over here. So the first thing what we are going to do, next to this quartz brick, we will place a quartz pillar like so. Then we take the smooth quartz stair and we go place only upside down stairs like this. And yes, you will have this gap. Just keep this gap for now. We will close that later. So first, let's just put upside down stairs all the way underneath all of these dark prismarine blocks. So go all the way over here, then go inwards and just keep going. It's a bit like the roof itself, but then upside down. So just upside down stairs like so, all the way around till you end over here. And again, just like we did in the beginning, only one quartz pillar over here as well, and then place the last upside down stair. So that will look like this. You will have like upside down stairs all the way around. Now we go to the inside of the building and we are going to take this the quartz bricks and we are going to close these little holes with quartz bricks. So just look for all these little gaps that we left and just fill them in with the quartz brick. Like so, over here and one over here. And now the roof is actually attached to the whole building and it is actually closed off. And that looks very good. Now I have edited the video a little bit and I found out that I actually forgot to place some blocks. So before we go any further, yes, you also have to place the smooth quartz slabs on top of these diorite walls in front of the windows. So also over here in front of all the windows. So just on everything down here we have to place the smooth quartz slabs. So go all around and check if you did actually all the windows. I did them over here, but I forgot this side. So yes, also place some smooth quartz slabs over there as well. That looks a little bit better. Sorry, I forgot that. So just like we did down here, we will make a ring over here. And then on top of that will be the window frame, which we will create later. But first, let's just make this little line. And the easiest thing to do is to use the quartz pillar first. So what we are going to do is we go to this side over here. And then we go to this corner. We skip this corner and go over here and place a pillar on that slab right there. Then we skip these two slabs and we place a pillar on this one. Then we skip this block and we place one pillar over here on the outer end and all the way to the end as well, a pillar over here. So you will have two blocks in between. And of course that's a quarter and we are going to do that all the way around. So again, skip this one, place a pillar over here. These two have to be skipped, then place a pillar over here. And then two on this side as well. So one on the outer end here and one on the end over here. So again, you will have two blocks in between. And then make the corner and go again. Skip this one, place a pillar over here. Then two slabs. Just skip these two and place a pillar over here. Now we divided them nice and even around this tower part. So then we are going to place the diorite walls. And the diorite walls will be between all of these pillar blocks. So we place diorite wall over here, 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 these two over here, and so on. Just fill all of it in with the diorite walls like this. Then later down the line we will place some slabs just like we did down there. But first we have to make the windows. But that is going to do it for today. I hope you enjoyed. That's all the time I have for this part of the video. In the last part, in part 3, which is the last part, we will finish up the building. So we will make the tower and all the windows and finish up the roof itself. And then we have the building completely done. So I hope you enjoyed. In the next episode we will complete this. So if you like this building and you're not subscribed yet, go check out my channel because I have a lot of cool other designs of buildings and also block by block tutorials, and more are coming. So if you are interested in these kind of buildings, then go check out my channel. So with that said, I see you guys in the next video.